Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us at Grand Park in Westfield, Indiana, for some UFA action in the hearts of Indiana. I'm Harrison Silcox, joined by Kelsey Sparks tonight. It is the Indianapolis AlleyCats and the Detroit Mechanix in action.
The AlleyCats are an extremely tall team, so they have a lot of long-armed players that can really make you feel like you're locked down.
With a hammer throw from Felton into the end zone, and that is knocked to the turf. And that's Kenneth with the disc there as it's moved forward. Graham has it now, and the dump pass backwards. The nice catch to keep the possession alive. AlleyCats on the doorstep, and they'll get the first goal of the evening, and it is the former Detroit man, Jake Kenneth.
So once people figure out the speed with which they need to throw this and how to weight it a little bit better in their hand, I think we'll see more Huck scores this year.
Well, this is a deep throw right now to Chamberlain, who comes down with the sky right in the goal line, and it's the first goal of the night for Detroit.
Amazing, amazing grab by Chamberlain there, and his teammates are...
Gudeman getting up at the stall count, and the turnover forced by Detroit.
Lots of quick dribbling for the AlleyCats. This is a team that historically has relied a lot on their Hucks. They were actually third in the league in a Huck percentage last year.
That's Brock floating one forward up to Carpenter.
Second in the league in Huck percentage. My bad.
And the AlleyCats just dribble their way to a goal, and it's Brock who finds himself on the end of it, courtesy of Gudeman. And I don't know what happened there defensively for the AlleyCats, but a quick response for the Mechanix as Gessner gets his second of the day. That's another thing that, helps out a little bit, but maybe sometimes the disc goes a little bit further than you think when you don't have that wind as a factor. As Brock is there for the D. And he'll quickly swing it.
Having no wind could prove to be a big advantage for the Mechanix here tonight, having such a young team.
Jacobs launches one to Gudeman, who's wide open, and it's another score for the AlleyCats. Woolen thought about breaking the mark, instead works it around to the far side.
AlleyCats playing person defense here, moving away from that double team and that zone that they had going earlier.
Patience here for the Mechanix gets them closer to midfield. And now it's Chamberlain deep. And Chamberlain on the layout. Carson Chamberlain with another goal tonight. And the Mechanix with 6 goals. And the AlleyCats will try to go for the quick response. It's Gross downfield, and it's Gross getting the goal. Levi Jacobs. Now Carpenter, he'll try to launch one. Detroit's there for the D.
Just a little bit low on that pass. That didn't come out of his hands quite the way he wanted it to.
Marino is there to knock it to the turf. Chance for a break point here now for Detroit. Hammer throw to the near sideline. Gessner underneath it. Felton downfield. Marino makes it bookends.
And there's a break by Detroit.
Brock, well deep in his own end zone. Carpenter, double team was there. A couple alley. Oh, and it's another Callahan on the season. It's 2 games and 2 Callahans for Detroit. My goodness, that's the last thing the AlleyCats wanted. 2 different styles of play being advertised tonight as Detroit's continuing to work upfield. A heck of a grab by Felton. This is Marino. Right back to Felton. Tries some give and go action. Can Marino chase it down the layout? He gets 2 hands on it, and the Mechanix answer in just a matter of seconds. Now Chamberlain, pardon me, that's Felton. Around the double. And that's a fantastic D from Hutton.
Great D by Nick Hutton, coming flying in, and his nickname has been Superman here for the AlleyCats. He's a captain this year, and he's shown us why.
Gross with the disc now. Good to see him back in after he left. Looked like he got hurt in Wettengale. Into the end zone, and it's a goal for Indianapolis. That was a long... Payne. Can Thatcher get his second of his career? He does. Leaping into the air, the rookie cashes in.
Cameron Thatcher with a great.
Now another swing, this around Tilanis. Mechanix looking for their first score here early in the fourth, but that's a fantastic read of the play by Gudeman. And he's looking for bookends as well. And he does it in fashion. Kloss, little give and go. Kloss gets it right back. Finding Garner. Quick movement here from Detroit, but the AlleyCats deny in the end zone. Joel Close on the layout D.
Amazing D there from Joel Close. His second season on the AlleyCats. Gets to play here with his brother, and that athletic D gives the AlleyCats another break chance here.
Branson with the disc, looking for the end zone, and it's a goal for the AlleyCats. It's former mechanic Jack Havey with a second. Marino. Now this time Felton's going to launch one almost the full length of the field. It's got plenty of float to it. Marino's there. That's a heck of a play for the Mechanix regardless of what's on the scoreboard. This is Havey getting the disc. You mentioned a lot to build on. It's only the second game of the year for Detroit. First one for the AlleyCats. Mechanix play the Madison Radicals next. It is Atlanta who's on deck as an AlleyCats opponent, as it's another goal for Indianapolis. Levi Jacobs. And a hammer throw from Grondin to the end zone, and Payne is there. 10 seconds left to play. Gudeman. Need to get it out of the mark. That stall count was getting high. Long pass to the end zone, and it's finished off with a score for Rick Gross, as the time on the clock is all zeros in the final score, 25-16, AlleyCats.